Samson's World. This is Samson, your host, and today I have a very special guest. She is an actress, comedian, improviser, sketch comedian, model, influencer, amazingly intelligent woman. Give it up for Miss MEGAN SOUSA. Did I fuck up your name?
No, that was impressively really good. I appreciate that.
Let's let the white people celebrate that and cool. Now, MEGAN SOUSA,
Yes.
right? Mm-hmm. Because a lot of people like to say salsa,
They do.
okay? Sousa, say it for the people, so it's
I'm
not
going to
coming
say
out.
it for the people. So, American pronunciation would be Sousa, but Portuguese
Portuguese.
will always say Sosa,
Sosa, like Sammy Sosa,
but not Sammy Sosa.
but no, clearly.
We have to be clear that we are not related.
Well, yeah.
Because people do ask that all the time, like, are you related to Sammy Sosa?
Really? Mm-hmm. But don't they just see the spelling of your name? And
You
they're
would
like,
think that they would.
because his is, and I feel like we've had this talk, I'm sure, years ago, but his is SOSA, and yours is SOUS.
USA.
SOUSA.
So USA.
So USA.
I'm
That's pretty
so
cool.
USA.
Wow.
Isn't that cool?
And you said, what is your nationality again? You said Portuguese. Sorry.
Portuguese.
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 Portuguese. Is that?
African American.
But did you say?
And Choctaw Native American.
But are
You
you
gotta
saying?
add that in.
Are you saying Portuguese?
Yes, Portuguese.
Okay, that's awesome.
But I can't say Portuguese without saying Portuguese.
Portuguese.
That's
I
good.
like it. I like it.
That
It
was
sounds
good.
like I like it. For all the white people trying to pronounce it, it sounds like Port of Gays.
Also, I have to let people know when I say I'm Portuguese,
Okay.
the first thing they think is, they ask if I'm Brazilian.
Stupid.
And no,
Right.
we're not.
Right. Explain to people where Portugal is.
Portugal is in Europe and it borders Spain.
And where were you raised?
I was raised in Connecticut.
Oh, okay.
I was also raised in Alabama, so I split my time between the two.
Wow. That's like you split the time between total white bread to South. Like, I'm just saying, not you did, but
White
Connecticut.
bread to cornbread. Yes.
White bread to cornbread.
Exactly.
That's funny.
It's exactly what happened. It's the pretty spot on.
Where in Bama were you?
Lincoln. A tiny.
Never even heard of it,
but
dude.
you will know the county. We're in Talladega County.
Oh, like Talladega Nights?
Exactly. So Talladega is a neighboring city that's pretty close by.
Okay.
The Speedway, the whole thing.
Are you into racing and all that, or what?
Not at all, but my graduating class in high school, our graduation was at the Speedway.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, it's pretty lit.
Wow, and you just said it's pretty lit.
It's pretty lit.
It's pretty lit. I can see, yeah, because literally fucking tailpipes are flying around and shit. Wow, that's
It's
impressive.
iconic.
Well, and so what? You grew up in Bama, and then you were in Connecticut, or what?
Well, in a nutshell, I was born in Connecticut.
To take it out of the nutshell, it's way too small. Give me the whole thing.
All right, here's the whole thing. My family immigrated from Portugal in the 60s.
Okay.
My mom's side of the family, majority of them from the South, Alabama and whatnot. Mm-hmm. At some point, my grandmother and grandfather on my mother's side, which is the African American native side, moved to Connecticut for some years. So they were in Connecticut because we have family in Connecticut as well. So that's where my parents met. I came along. My parents.
Yeah. You came along.
I came through.
You came through
pushing
for it,
through
for the life, yeah.
Pushing through the paint, and
Yep.
then things happened. My parents divorced some years later, and when they divorced, my grandmother, somewhere around that time, my grandmother moved back to Alabama with my grandfather. My grandfather passed away, and then my mother moved in with my grandmother.
Okay.
Once my grandfather passed.
Okay.
So what happens is now I'm raised by my mom and my grandmother in one home, and then my dad and his parents in another home.
Wow.
So I would go back and forth.
Interesting. So
Yeah.
you're like, pew, pew.
Yeah.
You got a lot of different experiences. And when did you start doing comedy, though?
Officially. Officially. 23rd. Ooh.
You don't have to give that exact.
No, because my official first show was in 2014.
Okay.
Yeah, so it was 2014 when I officially got into stand up.
And when did you move to LA though?
Ooh, we calculating timelines.
Yeah. Well, okay, let's not calculate timelines.
You know, because I don't like giving people,
No, yeah.
No, but I got in. I moved to LA officially in 2012.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I don't know why I'm asking these random ass questions.
Right? Yeah. Time is flying because we're in the 2020s now. So I'm like, is that correct?
Yeah, dog.
Yeah. 2012.
I moved to LA in 2001, like right after 9/11. I moved to LA, which was the worst time to move to LA ever. And then right after that was like a 10-year SAG strike, pretty much. The writer's strike, which brought in reality TV for 10 years. So it was a pretty shitty time. But let me ask you some questions now. Megan Sousa.
Yes.
So yes. So you were on They Cloned Tyrone on Netflix. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. Talk to us about that, because people don't understand we have a real celebrity here that we're sitting next to. Come on, girl. Ay. Portuguese. So how did that come about? Tell people about the character you play on there for some people who are watching, like, oh my God, I love her. Sorry. That was a bad thing. Oh my God, I love her. That's what I meant to say. Oh my God. So They Cloned Tyrone. Talk to me about it. Tell people, like, what is the show about? It's on Netflix. You can watch Megan in it now, but Sosa it up for us.
Okay. So They Cloned Tyrone is a feature film written and directed by Jules Taylor, co-written by Tony Rettenmeyer, produced by Macro. And
Macro Entertainment, okay.
Yeah, Macro Charles King.
Okay.
And
Mike Palink, I'm actually related to him through a marriage. So.
Stop.
Yeah. Do you know Mike?
No.
Oh, okay. Anyway, continue.
But I'm going to act like it because it seems like
but Charles is a very big deal. What's his last name again? Charles King is a huge Hollywood agent who went on to create his own label basically called Macro, which is all black entertainment. And he's one of the biggest funded companies, black companies, film companies.
Shout out to Charles King because he honestly... Yes, well deserved. Charles is so dope.
Shut up, guys.
Charles is so dope because he has just been truly like that. I don't want to say beam of light, but like he's just been that person, that guy who's just ushering in all of these new filmmakers and just really putting them on a huge platform and believing in them, and really proud of everything that they're doing there. And it was really a pleasant experience. But are you part of the filmmaking team of They Cloned Tyrone, or were you explain to me, talk to me about this? I don't. Okay.
Give me the tea. Give me the tea.
I'll just give you the tea really fast.
Yeah, give me the tea really fast.
In a nutshell.
Fuck the nutshell. So, okay, go ahead.
What had happened was Jules and I, people know this. I mean, we're private, but whatever. Jules and I are partners, and he started writing this film around 2017.
Okay.
They pitched it for about a year. Macro picked it up. They start the casting process, attaching talent. Your Jamie Foxxes, your John Boyegas, Tiana Paris. Shout out to them because they're
the big talent to sell the project. You gotta have the talent attached to sell the project, right?
Right. And they're just so fire. So it was just really a perfect culmination of just talent and everything. And we went to Atlanta to film the movie for about 7 months or so.
It took that long to film the movie, or?
Well, we shot in 2020, at the end of 2020.
Wow. Okay,
so we were quarantined, COVID test every day, masks all day long. And, I got cast as playing Riri in the film, which is the salon owner.
That's amazing. I have not seen the film, and I'm an asshole. I'm going to. I promise you.
You should.
I had my friend Jordan on who did jury duty on Freevee, and I interviewed him, and I hadn't seen it. So
That's okay.
I'm a bad interviewer.
It's
you know,
okay.
just
It's still
slap
on
me.
Netflix, guys, so you can watch it tonight or tomorrow or next week.
That's right. And I also too. I didn't want to watch it before because I didn't want to fan out with you on the show.
Oh,
you know, I don't like. Oh my god, I'm
please.
nervous. It's Megan. Like
Oh,
I've known
come on.
Megan for a while, but if I had seen that, I'd be like,
Oh, stop.
wow, maybe I'm surprised she's talking to me.
Oh,
so much.
please. I'm surprised I'm talking to you.
True. I'm surprised you're talking to me.
Famous guy?
Yeah, that's true. No, wait, you just said you're surprised you're talking to me.
Yeah.
Which is true.
Because you're
surprised
the
you're
star.
here with. Oh, thank you. You're so
You know,
sweet.
you're the star here.
You're the star here.
Oh my gosh, then we're just
It says
stars in the
Megan's
sky.
World. Okay. So back
So,
to it.
yeah, so
they
I will
cloned
say,
Tyrone.
I was, obviously I'm not taking credit for anything that I didn't do, but I was behind the scenes and giving input on things.
That is dope. And
I'm just gonna leave it at that.
no, leave it at that.
And it was fun. It was great. I was doing BTS. I'm like, for me, I'm just such a lover of films. Like I'm a true filmmaker. I love the process. Like I'm a true supporter of creatives. So even if you didn't hire me or ask me to do something, if
would've
I
been there.
see
You
a
would've been
window of something to be done, like BTS shots or whatever it is, like I'm gonna do it just because I want. And so essentially that's what happened. And then, the film was in editing and post for about a year, and then it came out this year.
That's amazing. And it did very well on Netflix, correct?
It did. And it has. And we had a limited theatrical release, I think, for 2 weeks.
Okay.
But it was ironically around the time of the strike, so we couldn't really say
about
anything, and we couldn't really repost anything, the fan art, and just all like.
That's so brutal that
was
people
just-
don't
yeah.
understand about a strike like that it really punishes the artist because it's like it happens to be the timing of when your movie comes out and you can't even promote the damn thing to be, because that's a
know.
lot of how we kind of show off or like show that people, not show off, but what we're doing.
Exactly.
And
It was
that's
tough.
brutal.
I mean, it was a tough time, especially, moving the premiere sooner because we anticipated the strike.
Right.
And so, it was one of those things. We did the best that we could with the time frame that we had, but we had so much support. It was really great. And just to see the feedback from like all these
Yeah, like the reviews
big names.
were great.
Yeah, like all these big names just like loving the film. But
Are
honestly,
they going to
it's
make a second one?
I can't speak on that, and I don't know.
Oh wow, she got a secret
I really
here.
and
And so, how did that help you? Have you been cast in other films at all since this?
we've been on strike, Samson.
That's
we
true.
just
Good
opened
point.
the
We
doors.
just opened the doors. Sorry.
Back up.
That's true.
But
That's a good point.
I will say,
But talking like behind
that-
doors, like, yo, girl, I've got you.
Yes.
Know, that actually,
yes, it's definitely been great behind closed doors. Now
Mm-hmm.
that the doors are back open, we're slowly trickling back into our new norm.
Mm.
But the whole film, the whole process, the whole team, like just handpicked like some of the absolute most talented people from, wardrobe to set design,
Mm-hmm.
every single thing, every component was just so stylized and awesome. So
Mm-hmm.
I was just happy to be a part of it. Honestly, I didn't think I was going to be in the movie, to be honest. I'm just there to support,
That's
and then I got
amazing.
cast and I'm like, oh gosh, what's happening? So yeah, it was a really great project to be a part of.
Yeah, but you deserve that. I mean, you've been making your own sketch shows and doing your own art for so long anyway that it's you're ready. It's not like you came out of nowhere or something and just, I got people like to say in this business, oh, you got so lucky or hope maybe you got lucky, and it really isn't luck. There's not like luck is that the dude didn't spill coffee on his lap that morning. You know what I mean? And
I
made the
feel like
meeting or
luck
some shit.
is really just opportunity meeting preparation.
Exactly.
That to me, that's what luck is.
exactly.
Like like I said, it wasn't like I was anticipating being cast in the film or anything, or whatever. Maybe it's a little nepotism. I don't know. But I try not to think about all of that. But
not at all.
it's fine.
You deserve it, and you're ready for it.
Thank you.
This whole business, it's like, and I've been thinking about that a lot too. People always talk about nepotism. Like, that is a bad thing. Like, I have children, and my goal is to help them cut as much bullshit in life as they can.
As you should.
You know what I mean? Like,
you should.
why am I doing this business, sucking it up for how many years to then have my kids have to do the fucking same? No.
I'm going to tell you what it is.
They're going to use my last name, and they're going to be able to get a job because of it. And if that's nepotism, we do that in every single business.
That's true.
My brother went to work for my dad. That's nepotism.
Mm-hmm.
That's not fair to other lawyers, but we don't talk about anything but the entertainment business.
I know, it's very true. And I think it's a stigma as well, and I think that just the person that I am, I like to earn everything.
Yeah,
I don't like things
exactly.
to feel like they were given. Even in grade school, it's like same kind of thing where it's like, I could have cheated on a test, but I purposely didn't because I wanted to earn the thing. Now,
Dang, you're good. I think I cheated.
There were a time or two in college, though. One particular professor.
Don't admit now.
And it's crazy because the one time that I cheated, I got caught. And I was like, really? Wow, great. It would be me, huh? Mm-hmm, okay.
Cheaters get caught. Isn't that what they say?
That's what they say. Mm-hmm. But see, that was on me, though, because I had my cheat sheet, in between my legs, and I would like look down and then, just be like, really thinking hard about this. And I got up and I turned in my Scantron.
Scantron.
And shout out Miss Penny. Rest in peace, mama.
Oh, R.I.P. Miss Penny.
She was like, oh, see you left something in your seat. And I was like, huh?
Wow.
I almost fainted. I was like, yo, chill out. I was so embarrassed. But yeah, that was like one of the last times I had cheated.
Dang, probably because you were not good at it.
I'm not good at it.
You left the evidence behind. You
No,
left
I thought
the
I
murder
was good because
weapon.
I sometimes I would put it like in my calculator.
Yep, I remember that one. Yeah,
was that?
You slide it up the back.
The scientific
and then it's
calculator.
There. Yeah.
What was that thing called? I forgot.
I didn't make it very far in math. What was it called? It was the scientific calculator.
We'll get back. I mean, it's gonna hit me.
Okay, go ahead.
I'll just randomly blurt it out. Yeah, that calculator. That calculator.
Was it a Texas Instrument?
Yes, that's the TI.
The TI,
okay,
man. Why
love
Texas? Texas does not seem like calculators to me.
Oh my God, I loved my calculators because I would buy like every new version of those calculators and would just stack them up. Like
that was all we had at that age. And
I loved them.
And how many people? Did you know people would used to say calculator?
Yeah. Calculator.
So for a while, I just said calculator.
Calculating.
I'm like percolating.
Calculating.
Instead of percolating, I'm percolating and calculating this shit and speculating.
I'm percolating this math right now.
Only thing you percolating.
Calculating.
Anytime I hear that word, I'm like, you're percolating this shit, and that's about it. That's
Calculus.
about it. Oh man, where were we?
We were
Sousa,
talking about nepotism.
Nepotism, yeah. And also, so you're Portuguese. My wife is actually a little bit Portuguese.
What's a little bit?
Just in her ass section, pretty much. Just instead of being a white girl with no ass, she just has some. She has some.
She got some cheeks.
Yeah, she's full bodied. She has curves, and
Good.
I always attribute that to her. Portuguese.
So what's her percentage? You don't know? Does she know? Is it like long distance?
It's low. It's long distance. Like
it's low.
It's low. She's super saltine. Crackering.
I'm done. I'm so done.
She's Ritz. No, she's mocha because that's where I know she's Portuguese. Because
got the olive skin?
Yes, but even more, she's cafe. Like when she tans, she's a white girl who gets literally, if she sits out, she will get like this table color.
Oh yeah, that's nice.
Oh my God, it's amazing. I mean, I love it, but I attribute that to the Portuguese.
It has to be. So then that means your children are even more of a pinch Portuguese.
They're a pinch.
Just a pinch.
Little pinch.
Just a pinch.
Just a pinch.
Just a little pinch. A very whispery pinch.
Yeah,
Pinche. We'll put them in the
Pinche.
sun and then see what happens, and then you'll know what the percent is.
Yeah, that's the problem. It's very low because you can see me. They're super white. I reflect all this light, and you would take it in. You know what I mean? Like, my kids I'm waiting for them to get some of her olive tone complexion cafe, but
Well, maybe it'll,
I want it for my daughter mostly. You know what I mean? Because that's, men, it's so easy for us at the beach or wearing clothes. We can cover it up. But for women, it's really, it's hard for y'all.
Well, look,
because
I'll just
you
say
have to be
this.
in
If I'm not
bikinis
in the sun, I'm your complexion.
Right. No, I mean,
It's bad. Like in the winter months, I'm in California, so I just stay constantly tan. But
it's
when
hard.
I'm out of the sun, it gets ghostly in these streets.
And this is me tan, and I look ghostly right now.
Wow.
I think it's the lights.
But you gotta get tan.
I'm gonna get, but it's also wintry. It's wintry right now. It's wintry.
It's giving winter.
It's giving winter. I need to go to the Mexico beach or something and really tan it up.
You're fine.
I'm fine. Whatever.
You don't have to. Why are we spending $600 on a tan? Why are we doing that?
Right. Who's spending $600 on a tan?
I'm talking about the round trip flight and to the beach to Mexico.
Yeah, but
unless you got some discount flights.
Well, you don't know. I mean, actually,
You got the standby situation?
Thank you. I do.
Talk about it.
A friend of mine from high school, his brother is a pilot.
Oh.
And I think it's like just you pay the taxes. He flies to Colombia.
Colombia?
I've been there to Carnival twice. It's amazing.
Colombia is beautiful. But you can get robbed very quickly.
Nah, I didn't get robbed very quickly.
Depending on where you are.
I got robbed of my virginity. No,
oh, my goodness. Ay, Dio mío.
That was me losing my virginity. It's so innocent and windy, It's just like, is that what it feels like?
And then the girl just disappeared.
Yeah, she
disappears.
Yeah, exactly. I just go,
disappeared as soon as she heard that sound.
Where did you go?
It was all a dream.
It was all a dream. It was a dream. It was a dream, Sam.
It was all a
Sam,
dream.
wake up. You're late to pick up your kids again. Ugh.
Ay, ay, ay.
Ay, ay, ay. Ay, papi.
Ay, Dios mío.
Ay, papi, Dios mío. Now, I always say that. I make the joke that I love Latina women because just everything they say is so sexy.
So sexy, and they got to roll the R's.
See, yeah, so cotoradilas. Yeah, I don't even know. You're just like, can you get me some gas? Yes.
Sí.
See.
Si se puede.
Whereas, other women's like, can you get me gas? Like people say French accents are sexy, but
Français. Parlez-vous français? That's all I got.
That's all any of us
That's all I got.
by the way.
That's okay.
That's all any
That's
of us
more than
got.
nothing.
That's more. So my wife is just a little bit of pinche of Portuguese,
She might be
but
my
it's
cousin.
enough. She could be, And
We got to talk about this after the fact because I want to know. She might be my cousin.
okay. What's your middle name?
My middle name?
Yeah.
Ashley. It's very white.
Wow. Hers is Anne, which is also very white.
Hold up.
She's also
What was her maiden name?
Coley, Coley.
But
And she's
where's
actually
the Portuguese coming from?
I don't know, man.
We got to discover and investigate.
Her grandmother
Okay.
was, I believe, half Portuguese or something like that. So that gives her a quarter. Is that right? I don't know. Does that give her a
Yeah.
dime? I don't know.
A
Her ass
16th?
is a dime. Hey, yeah.
Oh my God. I will say this.
Sorry about that.
Portuguese women are some of the most beautiful people in the world. I'm not going to hold you.
Okay.
I'm not being biased. I'm not being
Sounds
biased.
like you're being biased, but
Let me
explain to
just-
the people
I'm just
why.
going to say the math is mathing because all the women in my family are stunning.
Really?
Yes. It's genetically proven in the pudding. Like all the women are actually stunning. And they're not aging.
Really? And so how many women are there in your family?
Too many to count.
Oh, wow.
There's a lot.
Wow. Okay. Well,
Most of them are married.
Are they? Well, hey, that never stopped nobody.
Oh.
Sorry.
Unless you're Catholic.
Unless you're Catholic, that's true. See,
Which they are.
See,
so there's zero chance.
Exactly. See, I'm Jewish. My wife is Catholic, so I always say we're cashews. So
Oh, that's cute.
yeah, that's cute.
That's really cute.
That is true though. With Catholic, they're really
They don't play games.
They don't play games with that, right?
No games played.
Do the men play games though? Because I know sometimes
The men I will not speak on
No
because
comment,
I
she
don't
says. Whoa, she don't
know
wanna get
what games may or may not be playing.
Wow. Okay,
But-
fair enough. No, hey, holding it down there.
I'm
I
gonna
appreciate
say that they don't play games either.
that. I like that. You fucking
Just
said that like a
because-
cheerleader. Okay.
We don't play games.
Games. Yep. Moving on. So, what about LYT Productions? Talk to the peeps about your show.
Yes, Laugh Your Truth Productions.
Laugh Your Truth. I like that. Laugh Your
AKA
Truth.
lit comedy in these streets if you're nasty.
Ooh. Okay.
Yeah, we this is year 6 for us that we've been churning along.
Was that this part of the sketch show that you were doing a while back?
That was Cornbread Kitchen.
That was Cornbread Kitchen. That's
And
right.
ironically, I started both of those shows in the same year.
Wow. So so people know you are a sketch comedian
Yes.
and also a
And writer.
producer and writer,
Yes.
actress. I mean, if people don't know, Megan does characters. I mean, you've seen some little bits of her personality on this show, but a very, very talented performer,
I
writer,
appreciate that.
producer. Of course, man.
You
gotta,
too, because you've done our show. You've
yeah,
seen,
no, I
you've
did your
seen the
sketch show.
mix.
No, I mean, I have a lot of respect for you because
Thank you.
I've done the same thing. I've put in that work, and it's hard to like get people together and do a live sketch show. And you guys packed the house out. I mean, that was at the
Yes.
UCB. That's now kind of done. And the what was it called?
Inner
the
Sanctum.
sanctuary,
Inner Sanctum.
rectum.
Oh,
Sorry, I had to make a joke. Sorry, Megan. She's leaving.
Inner
Inner
Sanctum.
sanctum.
yeah, UCB Sunset is no longer, but UCB Franklin is still standing.
It is, which is, I mean, that was always the little one box, you know, which made sense. But yeah, the Sanctum was a huge room, and Megan, they sold that mug out like
Yeah.
every single time. So that's
it was
always
great.
also very impressive.
Thank you.
To put on good comedy, but selling out that audience was loving it. The sketches were funny. You guys had some really funny shit.
Thank you. Yeah, we're we took a little hiatus after the pandemic, and
Are sketches coming back or what's up?
we're planning a reunion show soon.
Okay, reunion.
But all I can say is there's no date set yet, but we are working on sketches.
Oh dang, the people are excited. I see
I'm
people at home
excited.
like, give me a word, just whenever you have it, just give it
I
to
know.
me. Okay.
I'm so ready. This has been so long. And honestly, we only took that hiatus, well, partly because of the pandemic. Actually, the pandemic announcement, we had a show that Sunday. I think it was the 16th.
I feel like didn't everybody have a show on that? Like it was like
right
Was that like
there.
April?
It was the 16th.
20th or was it?
We had a show on the 16th. And
Of
I
what?
think,
April? Or what was
March.
it? Of March of the pandemic?
it was
'Cause
March.
April.
And then they
Yeah, you're
made
right,
the
March,
announcement
yeah.
like Thursday. And I was like, we should be fine. And then Friday, we weren't fine.
Right,
And
right.
then Saturday, we weren't fine. And I was like, I guess we're not going to have a show.
Right. Do you remember that feeling of it was like a week and you're like, nah, they're not shutting down comedy clubs. A couple places kind of had, and like I remember I had a show with Donnell and Brody that we were doing at like the Improv or something. I was so excited about it, and I was like, it's still gonna be good. And then just seeing day by day
The
clubs,
trickle down.
Yeah, the trickle down comes
Yeah.
like, no, we are way closed. And like, what? Dude, a bunch of pussies, And then
Yeah.
each club was like cancel, and
Yeah.
everything was, and it was the first week of the pandemic, and you just looking back, you had no clue.
We were
thought,
clueless.
yeah, we were clueless. I'll never forget my brother saying, Sam, this could be like 18 months to 2 years. I'm like, dude, you're fucking crazy. I'm going to be going to I was thinking I was going to go to Colombia that summer, and I just kept watching the time go. And I was like, no, dude, Colombia, Sam. Colombia was like dying. Do you remember that in the pandemic? They were like, oh my God, it's like, dude, people are freaking crazy.
It was a shock, I think, to everybody. I mean, especially creatives, because we're just like, I'm going to speak
What
for
do we do?
myself.
Yeah.
Well, speaking for myself, like I stay informed as much as possible. Obviously, as a comedian, we have to know what's going on in the world, but I do limit my news intake for mental health reasons.
Yeah.
And I think as that trickled down just started happening, I was just buying more and more toilet paper.
I know. My brother told me, Sam, go get. I'm like, dude, he's crazy. My brother
I was not playing
and
with
he
the toilet
was
paper.
so right, dude. He was so right. But I think
We
too,
lived off that toilet paper.
Yes.
After the pandemic ended for a good 6 months.
I still got toilet paper from
Yeah.
the pen now.
No, we
But-
did. We really
but-
did. It was stacked.
And I think you bring up a very interesting thing that I've been thinking about, like a mental break of news, especially currently. There's so much going on, and that sense of feeling like you can't do anything about it. Also coupled with the fact I was talking to a friend today, who, it's like, yeah, it gets depressing. Sometimes just being, well, not sometimes, a lot of times being an artist when you're like, what's next? Or I did that, but what's next? Because I still don't feel like I've got like what I want, or, you're constantly waiting, and that can kind of be depressing. How do you get through the highs and the lows? The lows, actually.
The news is
Ignoring the
always
news, yeah.
depressing,
It is.
child.
Yeah, it really is.
Get through the highs and the lows. Well, I'll just say it like this. I feel like I live, as we all do, I live in like my own bubble.
Yep.
So
Agreed.
day to day, I just have to create my experience. Not watching too much news is one of those things, but I just have a routine. I stay in prayer. I just stay optimistic. I really do count my blessings and just look at all the things that I've, overcome, the things I've accomplished. Even if I'm not where I want to be, like I know I'm getting there and I'm getting close. So I just continuously remind myself that I'm okay. I'm in a good place, no matter what's going on out there. And I just protect that bubble and I just don't let things enter it.
I like that, man.
That's the best I can do.
You're kind of like the younger Incredible girl, where she has that force field. She stops the bullshit. I like that. You have to really protect your energy. That's true.
Yeah.
Or yourself, because it can be depressing, and especially for what we do. A lot of us are empaths, and so, I mean,
100%.
part of being an artist is like being able to jump into somebody's shoes, literally, and act like them, or be them, or feel their struggle. And yeah, I realize that especially today, like you cannot just, I have stopped like opening up my news feed, because it's just, I don't need to see some of the shit that I've been seeing. And then you feel guilty for not looking at it. But then, like you said, for your mental well-being, it's distracting.
Well, I just had this conversation with Del the other day, and I was saying,
Shout out to Del
shout
Harrison.
out to Delisi, sister.
C-Star.
I really do believe that, what you're saying is true. It's like your news feed and all this stuff. But I really do believe that we take in energy, not just through our eyes, but it's through the ears. And it's like, we're taking in energy in so many different, different ways. And so when it comes to like social media and things like that, like, yes, like you want to be informed. There's almost impossible to miss there are accounts that I don't follow, but they still come up on my timeline, and I'll tell them that I don't want to.
Like, what the hell?
Yeah, I'm like, leave me alone, and I'll like still like say I don't want to see this stuff or whatever the case, but it still pumps it into my face somehow. But with today's state and with what's currently going on, I'm the kind of person where I'm just not quick to react. Like I need to know and understand first.
That's very smart.
And educate myself first before I can even properly respond to certain things. But what's happening now is just so chaotic and crazy.
Yeah. From all directions.
From every
it just feels a lot.
direction. I'm like, gas is $7, but somehow we've mustered up billions of dollars for everything else except home base. I'm not even going to get political about it.
No, it is home base. It's always just, I think a lot of what Americans are feeling is, we clean up everybody else's yard but our own, and our yard looks all hoarded out, and like people are starving and thirsty. And so it's just like, sometimes it'd be like, there's no way I could feed everybody else's family while starving my family. That just doesn't make any sense.
I mean,
and that's the basic.
That's the nutshell of it all. And I really do. I'm not joking when I say like I do pray for people and I pray for the state of the world,
Yeah,
because
I do too. Yeah.
people say that they do. I can't judge or say that they do or don't, but I feel like it's just like a courteous thing. Like, hey, let's get coffee. I'm gonna
Of
pray for
course,
you.
yes.
But
girl, I'm gonna pray for you. Well,
I really do
pray.
like, Lord, what is going on? Like, please handle this. Like,
Right,
please take care of these people.
Right.
Because wrong is wrong, and everyone deserves to live. Like, I really do believe that.
Agreed.
Like, we all
100%.
can coexist. I have cats and dogs, 2 cats and a dog. If they can coexist, you have a cat and a dog.
I do too.
I'm like, species coexist. They drink from the same water fountain. Alligators don't attack during like they have a certain respect for each other in the wild, and they don't even have a English. They don't even have an articulate language that we can understand, but somehow they can coexist. And it blows my mind that human beings cannot coexist. It just blows my mind.
Yeah, we're animals that definitely do not coexist. I mean, it's hard. I mean, I've seen in the animal kingdom, like when they kill, it's to eat. What was that?
Cookie.
Was that you, Cookie? Cookie, my dog's here. She made some kind of noise, but anyway, it's I mean, it's
I do feel like at a certain point it's going to all come to a head, and it's going to level out at some point.
It has to, yeah. I mean, we're just ants at the end of the day, and we're pretty small. And yeah, it is interesting. I don't want to say we're the only creatures that can't get along on this planet, because obviously I've seen a tiger just eat somebody, or eat like a hyena, alive, and that looks awful. Like those are the other videos I really I can't watch, like those safari videos of just an animal just eating an animal. It's just, oh God, it's terrible. I'd be a vegan.
It's nature.
Maybe. It is nature, but
like you said, they're only killing to eat what they need. They're not senseless killing.
Yeah. I saw a video online, a hyena just going off with like a nutsack in his mouth the other day. I'm like, dude,
my goodness.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sorry, but they only, to your point, they eat everything. You know what I mean? There's no. It's kind of like Native Americans and everything. There's no. Anyway, how did we get to this, Megan?
We were talking about Laugh Your Truth.
And then somehow we got to wild animals and shit. But that's how we do it here.
That's how we do it. But back to Lit.
Back to Lit. So when is there another Lit show? You said there's not one on the calendar. There is one on the calendar.
Yes, November 19th, this Sunday.
Oh snap! That's very soon. Talk to us about that.
We're back. This is our last show of the year, and then we'll be back in January.
Okay, and what can we expect to see at that show?
I'm going to tell you right now.
So the 19th, that's this Friday.
This Sunday.
This Sunday, sorry. So this show will air on, on this Friday.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, this show will air on Friday.
So we have the very funny Reuben Warren.
Oh, Reuben's hilarious. Shout out to Reuben, great writer, comedian.
We have Michelle Malazaki.
Okay, I don't know her, but I think she's hilarious.
Miranda Meadows.
Shout out.
Jay Mandiam.
Wow.
Tatiana Gucci.
Oh, yes.
And Marcus. So this is going to be a fun show.
That is a good show.
We'll take December out, and then we're back in January 21st. This airs Friday?
Yep, Friday. Mm-hmm.
Maybe
Don't try and figure it out.
No, because I was gonna make a special announcement that hasn't been released to the world yet.
Oh, do it. Do it anyway.
Should we do it?
Yeah, let's do it. This is an exclusive.
So
I had to stop traffic and everything.
Please stop the press.
Then
reprint the press. Lit comedy show will, as of January 2024, produce a dual monthly at the Hollywood Improv Lab and the Ice House.
Who the fuck are you guys?
January 21, Hollywood Improv. January 27, Ice House. So we're expanding.
You guys are getting
continuously.
Lit, dude. Wow.
I'm so excited.
I'd love to get on one of those shows if possible, not to put you on the spot. But
no, I'm going to put you on a show ASAP.
Okay. Thank you.
And
I've got it recorded.
And Esau McGraw is going to be on both of those shows.
Oh yeah. Esau Sizzle was supposed to come here yesterday, but he had to cut Marlon Wayans' hair.
Of course.
Of course. Now, explain to me a little bit. You have this beautiful adornment in between your eye.
Yes.
Is that a piercing, or is that
It's just a
stick-on?
sticker.
Sorry, the way you said it was funny.
The sticker.
But that's very cool, though. Is there
you.
anything behind it, or I mean, I know it's because you have some. If the people can't see, you have some kind of gold sparklings on your eyes and such. That's pretty cool.
It means absolutely nothing.
Awesome.
If
Okay.
I'm wearing it, that means I'm probably wearing gold accents, and then I just stick it there.
Nice. Gold
But it's funny because I wore this one day.
I need one of those.
I have a whole pack. I wore this one day around my family, my Portuguese family. It caused pandemonium.
They're like, you're Indian now?
They didn't know what was it. They're like, "What is this? Why are you wearing it? What does this mean?
Right.
But why?" And I'm like, "It's just the sticker." They're like,
It's a
"Yeah, but
sticker.
what's the point? And what does it mean? And what's going on?" And I'm like, "Nothing."
It's a sticker.
You know, my family is very conservative in a way of, everything is just neat and perfect and in a nice little fit, bow, nicely tied. So this little dot just caused complete pandemonium.
Right. It's something different. And that is
different.
true. I think traditionally, it could be Ash Wednesday. It could be, Indian, people usually wear a little dot there.
Well, shout out to Vishnu Vaka because
Thank you.
Vishnu and I performed at the Funny Bone with Godfrey some months ago.
Okay, shout out to Godfrey.
And shout out Godfrey. And I had this on and he was like, "Yo, you're my Indian sister now." And we had this whole discussion about what it means. And I hope I'm not butchering this, but I think it means it's to distract, something like to keep your eyes and focus up instead of gazing upon the woman. I don't know if it's
I've
a
never
crock
heard
of
that
BS,
before. That's pretty cool. So it's
but I trust
keep
my
men
Indian
from-
brother Vishnu.
Yeah, I do
Vaka.
too. Vishnu Vaka. I love that name too.
Yeah, he's so good. He's so funny.
But yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Or it could be a great joke that he's like, it's for men to make sure they're looking at a woman's eyes.
That's essentially what it is.
You're not looking.
So you're here
right
instead
now.
of
I'm looking
scanning.
at your forehead.
Thank you.
Instead of scanning, I'm looking at the dot on the wall.
As you should.
As you
It's like
should.
it's giving you focus.
Yeah, I like that. All right.
Yeah.
Well, let's see. Moving on, Megan. We're just about rearing the end of the show. Is there anything else that you'd like to touch upon within this little hour of excellence? Any predictions you'd like to make for yourself within the year?
Ooh.
That you could look back on this and say, "Oh my God, I was right."
I like that.
How about another movie I see for you?
I see another movie.
Mm-hmm.
I see another movie. I see a couple projects that I can't talk about because, the NDAs be NDAing.
Yeah, the NDAs always be NDAing. Don't know what
There's
that was.
projects that I'm just pouring my heart into, and I'm just really excited to release them finally into the world.
Wow, I love that. The NDAs be NDAing.
The
Keep going.
NDAs be NDAing. And because this is coming out Friday, I most definitely cannot. But I will just say this. Laugh Your Truth Productions is expanding. Wow. And we are...
What are you guys hiring people? What's going on here? Wow, you got something big here. I mean, come on. Birth it to the world. Give it to them.
I can't. It's
The
too
Portuguese.
soon.
Give them the Portuguese.
The Ice House was the nugget that I can release right now.
Okay, she released one nugget.
One
folks.
nugget, but the other nuggets are still nuggeting.
Them nuggets are nuggeting, and we gotta wait for them to fully nuggify. That's
The
that for a
nuggets
white
are
guy to
still
say that
nuggeting.
is risky too.
That was definitely a slippery tongue.
Nuggify.
That
You gotta be
you kept it cute.
I kept it real.
You
cute.
kept it cute.
It's a
but
nugget.
It was close, but
Believe,
it's a tongue
no,
twister.
it's like, come on.
The
It is a
nuggets.
The nuggets. Denver
nuggets.
nuggets. Yeah.
It's a 10-piece nugget and a fry
What are we talking about
with
now?
some Polynesian sauce.
Okay, now we're talking.
But the thing is, the nuggets are still baking. The sauce is out.
Don't pull them early.
We can't pull the nuggets out too soon because then they'll be squishy.
Sauce is out. The Polynesian, the barbecue.
Barbecue.
No, you don't like that in your nuggets?
Polynesian buffalo ketchup only.
Oh, buffalo
And then
ketchup?
you dip them. No, you get the Polynesian and the buffalo, and you dunk both of those, and then you got the triple ketchups for your fries,
yeah, okay.
large.
I like throw a barbecue in there too, but I'm down with the buffalo.
I'm not mad at you with the barbecue.
Thank you.
I don't like barbecue packed anything.
Really?
It doesn't taste
sauce.
right. I don't know. Only like barbecue sauce like in a bottle, but like prepackaged barbecues have a funny taste.
Oh, there you go. I like it in the bottle too. Now, are you talking Chick-fil-A nuggets?
Of course, I'm talking about Chick-fil-A.
Okay, me too. That's what I was picturing.
We're telekinesising the Chick-fil-A right now.
Kinesis that shit, like a whole plate of Chick-fil-A chicken nuggets, like one of those catering dishes. I cannot control myself.
Yeah, no, who can?
Nobody. Like if you said, Sam, lock me in a room, don't touch those nuggets.
It's a wrap.
It's a wrap, dude.
Which is why
every
I can't.
fucking nugget. I'm saying, just do it.
That's
Fuck
why
you.
I can't pull the nuggets out the oven too soon. But just know,
bring it back.
that 10-piece nugget
is coming.
Is on the way. It's baking. And when it comes out, it's gonna give everything it needs to give. And you can dip it with your barbecue sauce if you want. You can dip it with the Polynesian or the Chick-fil-A sauce.
Whatever sauce you like.
We're gonna have all the sauces and all the nuggets.
I like
all the nuggets, all the sauce.
I love that, man. And I was just thinking too when we were saying earlier, positive thinking. Sometimes I'll say, "You're a piece of crap. You suck." So I try to
yourself.
Yeah, I know that's terrible.
Oh, come on.
So like we were talking about the things you hear, you really have to speak positively to yourself as well.
You must.
I'm not always the greatest about that. So I try to just be like, Sam, you are such a awesome person.
We have to speak life over ourselves every single day. You cannot pause, because what happens is intrusive thoughts can come from any direction. It can come subconsciously or consciously, and that's not why God put us here.
Right,
to talk
beat yourself
down
up.
on yourself. That's not even our design. So if you catch yourself doing that, just know it's not right. Tell those thoughts, shut up, leave me alone, and just speak it over, because I already know in a year, Laugh Your Truth Lit Comedy Productions is going to be on a whole different level.
There we go.
As we're already
on a different level.
We're leveling. But we're continuing to level up. The team is awesome. And just shout out to the production team. You guys are just truly godsends. And we're expanding. That's all I can say.
There you go. I like
we're
that.
expanding, and just know you'll be seeing more of us.
That's what I'm talking about. Now, Megan, let's do what I like to end this show.
Yes.
I like to prank somebody and let them and try to tell them that you're in jail and that you need to get bailed out.
Oh.
So yes, and you're an excellent actress. So I think this is gonna be good. Who do you know? And you can call them from my phone, so they don't know, unless it's somebody that knows me, and so my phone number will come up.
No, let's prank. Let's prank.
Like, do you have an auntie or something like who freaks out easily, or like a some portuguese that we can call so we can get a little accent in there? Is that racist?
I mean, honestly, I wanted to call my dad and prank him, but he's not gonna take that prank very well.
Sounds meaty on that bone.
No, because my dad is retired military, so he don't play those games.
He'll have my number and be like, "Who is this?" Is that how your dad talks?
No.
Sorry for who is this?
You sound more like Pepe Le Pew.
Yeah. I was thinking Antonio Banderas.
Okay, but Antonio Banderas plays Puss in Boots.
Exactly. It's the same thing, I guess. How do you like my Antonio Banderas?
It's not bad.
Is it not bad? My name is Antonio Banderas.
It's actually pretty dang on good.
That's all I can say in that accent, though.
Antonio Banderas.
That's good for a woman, and I don't mean to sound sexist.
So let's
just because your voice doesn't go as deep as my Antonio.
So can you try to do a Britney Spears? Oh yeah.
I don't know. Oh yeah.
Very good.
Not bad, right? Thank you. That was the cry
that
from
was
that
good.
Timbaland. I can't
Faux
do it right
shiz,
now.
faux shiz.
Faux shiz, faux shiz. All right, so let's call somebody.
All right, let's call
is great.
somebody.
Let's
I know the perfect person.
Good. You can dial the number on my phone.
I'm gonna
pass
call
that to
my
you.
friend Ian Evans.
Okay, you don't have to say his number out loud, so then that way people don't
I'm
stalk
not.
him. This is great. We are rounding this out.
All right.
Hell of an interview.
Wait, I'm not gonna say anything, right? Or is it just you?
No. This is you pranking him, sister.
No, I thought you were gonna prank and be like this. You have to say this is a call from an inmate.
No. Don't tell me what to do on my own show. No, I'm
How
sorry.
am I gonna?
Because you're gonna be like, I'm in,
Okay,
I'm in jail.
he's
and
gonna
I need
know
to
I'm
get
not in
bailed
jail.
out. Well, if you're a good enough actress, he won't.
He's gonna know I'm not in jail. We talk every morning.
Really? Well, let's try to just be like, yo, man.
Oh, I know.
fucked up.
I know.
Something you fucked up.
Okay, I
you
got
know?
it. I got it. I'm
you
gonna
got
change
it.
this person.
All right, good.
No, not Ian. Not Ian.
Oh shit, I'm calling him. Just let's try him. Go. Fucking act.
Hello?
Ian.
Yes.
Hey, it's Megan. Can you talk really quick?
Hey, what's up? Yeah, it's a new number.
No, bruh. I got locked up.
You got locked out? Hello? Can you hear me?
Hurry up.
I said I got locked up last night.
Locked up?
Yeah, I'm in jail. I'm trying to call.
What?
I'm trying to call Joel, but his phone's not going through.
Okay, so you need to hold on. Let me see if I can call him right now. He didn't answer.
Fuck. Okay. Yeah, cause they.
Where are you? Do you know which where you're located at, or what?
I think it's Los Angeles County Jail, but I'm trying to get the bail, or else they're gonna hold me for the night.
Okay,
it's
so
4,000.
Joel doesn't know.
No, he doesn't know. It's 4,000. So I'm like, stressing out right now.
So he hasn't called and figured out where you were or anything like that?
No, because he sleeps in late, and so he had a meeting I think today or something because he's not answering his phone.
Okay, so I'm the only one who knows right now?
Yes, no one knows.
Okay. So you luckily you remember my phone number. Okay, so damn. You're right, he does sleep in. But he's not he knows. Okay, so this is just your phone call that you were able to have.
Right, and I'm gonna have to get off in a second, but I'm gonna try.
Hurry up.
Okay, I'll get in contact with him, and then I'll figure out where we can find you and get anybody to get in contact with you. Will, all right?
Okay, I'm gonna try to call you back in like a couple hours if they give me another call.
All right, for sure.
Okay, bye.
Hold on, wait.
All right, bye.
Hello?
Hello?
Sir?
Yes.
You've just been pranked on Samson's World podcast. We apologize.
Ian. Did he hang up? Ian, you a real one.
Ian hung up. But he is a real one. He is angry. He's probably calling you
Ian is a real one.
he's a real one. He's sending a cease and desist to us right now. We owe Ian a drink, probably. He is a real one. He's like, how could you?
Oh, my.
Did that affect your relationship? Hope that was pure, brilliant acting. Do you see? You said he will never believe you, and I want people to see out there that.
Look at me talking down on myself.
Look at your acting. It was amazing. That was acting and
you know what
improv.
it was? I had to make my voice sound like I was really sad. Like, man, I'm locked up.
Yes. Yeah, when you got down to that register, I was like, shit.
Ian is a real
one. Let me give him
one.
Y'all, if you have half the friend that Ian is, go out and get yourself.
Ian was like, so I'm the only one who knows? Thankfully, you remembered my number, and I was like, yo.
What? I was like,
things
what
that you
the
wouldn't
fuck?
think about in
Right,
jail.
when you're saying so, yeah, like you remembered. Well, I think he was almost like kind of sensing, like, is this real? Because how the fuck do you remember? Like, whoa, you're obsessed with me because you remember. Because, and I was thinking
Back
about
in
that.
the day, I did memorize numbers.
I was just saying that's a thing that people don't understand. Back in the day, I was Mr. Rolodex. I knew everybody's. You had to. I knew every one of my friends' phone numbers, the dentist, whatever it was. And now I know maybe like 3 people's phone numbers. So I'm sure when he was like, you got your shit taken away and you remembered my number? Why, wow, we are homies. And I love you made your boyfriend look like shit because, no, I'm joking. He's like, he's in a meeting.
Honestly, he is in a meeting.
Of course he is.
He was like trying to piece it all together. Like, wait, so Jewel doesn't know?
Right. Fishy.
Everything was fishy about that.
That was
call.
amazing. Thank you so much.
I'm glad he didn't ask what I did to go to jail. He was just
Yes,
like,
yeah.
what do we need to do?
Right. Well, yeah. And when you mentioned the money, he was very quick to get your boyfriend on the phone. But 4K, I'd be like, look, call somebody.
Let me phone a friend.
Regis, can I phone a friend?
Let me add to the
Yeah,
line.
hilarious.
You know?
All right,
No,
Megan,
but shout out Ian. Thank you
shout
for
out
being
Ian.
a
He's
real
great
friend.
A real one, as we call it in the
A
business.
real
Real
one.
He might be a little upset, but he is a real one. Now, tell the people where we can find you online, your ats.
Well, you can find me everywhere. If you Google my name, MEGAN, So USA, all of the things will pop up. megansousa.com, litcomedyshow.com, Instagram at YoMegs, Facebook, all those things. I don't use Twitter, TikTok, but Instagram is my main.
Your main
Point.
B. I'm on TikTok a lot. I mean, TikTok is.
How's it going?
I mean, it's great. I've been getting lots of traffic on TikTok. I mean, everybody in my family laughs at me about it. Please follow me on TikTok, you guys, at Samson Krupa.
I need to.
But I'm telling
maybe
you,
I should try.
you should try.
No.
That's where the money is. Did you see Matt Rife? I mean, all these guys,
Of
Nate
course.
Jackson. A lot of that's happening. The numbers are happening through TikTok. The numbers are not happening as much through Instagram. Facebook.
I feel like an old head.
I know YouTube Shorts. I get a few thousand views almost every day off YouTube Shorts.
Oh, that's good.
So YouTube Shorts is another good one to do.
All right, if you want to work on my social media team, hit me up.
Hit me up. There we go.
Let me know.
Guys, this was another great episode of Samson's World. Give it up for Miss Megan Sousa.
Thank you so much.
We will see you next time.
Peace.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Oh, you too.
You too.
You 3.
You 4. Okay. Look, Mom and Dad, I'm on TV.